I'm not done, I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end. So die.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yes, I am excited. Let's go. Finally. Before I get into this, man, shout out to Jeff Grubb. I saw some weird comments towards this man. Dude's sitting going, oh, he's not getting it right. Oh, we're not going to get a showcase. I seen some snakes, keyword snakes, in this gaming, little circle that we got going on here, I guess you can call it. One particular one was very, a little over the top. But again, that just goes to show with this community, I guess you can say. Anyway, I'm not going to sour my good mood talking about irrelevance. I'm not going to do that at all. We're just going to get right into this. So as you guys already know, PlayStation's showcase. It was talked about for a minute. Jeff Grubb was actually out here posting it. He was saying like it's going to be probably on the 25th. I think that's what he had it marked for, or even the 24th. And here it is on the 24th of Wednesday next week. We are going to get the actual showcase. I'm excited, man. I expect some great reveals here, and we're going to go ahead and break those down right now. Okay, so let's start with the obvious one in the bunch here. We know Sony's biggest game for 2023 is Spider-Man 2. Now, I know a lot of people might be going, but what about Metal Gear? I don't expect Metal Gear, if it is happening, if it is going to be here, since that was the big rumor going around that we might see that at this particular showcase. I don't expect that to actually be here in particular. I expect that to be at next year. If they were the show or just to announce it, that's fine. The game would still probably launch next year. I think because, again, Sony wants to space a little bit of these out, especially with the way things are going. You want to have a lot of releases. So I expect that to be next year in general, but it could very well be here, and then this could lead into obviously more teases of the other games getting remakes, since it was originally reported that it was going to be more than Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. It was going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's a good chance that they're going to spread and space those all out as they go into 2024 and onwards. So I expect that to be here if they wanted to do that. Okay. Obviously, Spider-Man 2, like I just said, their big marketing will begin in August, if I remember correctly. That's what they said. And we're going to have a lot going on there. So with the amount of marketing they're going to do for this particular game, and the fact that Spider-Verse, just did extremely, extremely well, I expect this to be, obviously, the pinnacle of their showcase here. But there is another potential. There is a 50-50 chance here that this might not be the final thing that we see at the showcase, and they might open up the showcase with Spider-Man and immediately end it with Wolverine. Wolverine has a 50-50 chance of being shown here. Now, I don't know about gameplay. There is a potential for that, but I don't think it's going to be gameplay unless Insomniac Insomniac has proven why they are an S-tier studio. I don't know if they're going to be able to put together a gameplay demo. They could, but I don't know if they do have one ready. I don't know, but I expect to see, obviously like a cinematic. If they were to wow you, like they'll show a cinematic, they'll show the cow, of Logan putting that on. You'll see, maybe you'll hear some relevant, like some You'll see some X-Men like characters in the world, or you might see Sabretooth, right? You'll see blood and guts. I'm wondering how they're going to do this, because this is going to be mature rated. Have they found a way to master, where Logan gets injured or cut, or just like, a big chunk of flesh gets knocked off, he'll grow it back type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, have they found a way to make that work? I am very curious to see how Wolverine looks. There's a lot going on here. I've been told that Wolverine is going to be that next tier thing. That's going to be that wow factor. So I don't know. It could be at this showcase, or Sony can save that until we get into PS5 Pro and show off Pro. I don't know. I really, really don't know at this point. But there is a good chance that could be at the showcase, especially with Insomniac aiming for 2024. This would be the time to showcase something in terms of gameplay, or another cinematic actual trailer, or an actual trailer, instead of just a cinematic. So I expect that to definitely have a good, strong showing here. Another thing that has a big, strong showing here is Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2, we already saw a trailer for it. Everybody's excited for it. It's definitely going to be a big game, but I am curious to see how that game actually does. I'm excited for that especially. So there's that. And I think, what else here in terms of studios? Jade Raymond's, if I remember correctly, they announced or they celebrated like a year so far of the team being together not too long ago, and PlayStation did it because I think Herman Holtz tweeted it out. I think personally, there is a good chance that you'll see Jade Raymond's game at this particular showcase, whether it be an announcement trailer, a cinematic, or wherever the case may be. We're going to get some idea of what exactly this team is working on and what Jade has in store for all of us going into 2024 and onwards. Deviation Games, I don't really expect Deviation Games to be here, at least not yet. And the reason why I said that, Deviation Games just had layoffs, recent layoffs. I think 90 employees got laid off at Deviation Games. So I don't know, maybe it was some things going on. Maybe like, I don't know, like the project probably got scrapped in some areas. Maybe there's just, some stuff that is, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the case. So it's a good chance that might not actually be at the showcase. Just throwing it out there, but who knows? All right. And Fire Sprite has a good chance of being at the showcase as well. Housemarque, I don't think Housemarque's going to be here. It would be great to see what Housemarque's working on, but Housemarque's been kind of very quiet. You know what I mean? They've been very quiet. I don't know if they have, I know they have games, obviously, but I don't think they have like a big announcement to share, at least not yet, because we haven't really heard much around it. But again, that's where that wow factor comes into play. And keep in mind, too, Blue Point Games. What is Blue Point Games working on? A lot of people been wanting that, that Bloodborne remake. Sony, this would be the time, if you have it, if you really been listening and you've been seeing the feedback, this would be the time to give us Bloodborne remake announcement with Blue Point Games at the helm. That will break the internet just as much as Spider-Man will break the internet and Wolverine. That's going to be a crazy reveal because of what this team has done with Demon's Souls. Everybody will go crazy if they see it. So I personally do believe that's going to be the case. Flat out. Absolutely going to be the case. So I'm definitely hyped to see what they're going to do with Blue Point Games, etc. In terms of, I guess I got to get this out the way because there's a good chance this is going to be here too. Ghost of Tsushima announced for PC. Yeah, let's get into these PC announcements. I could see them announcing Ghost of Tsushima going to PC at this showcase, just to appease the PC side because they are also into that as well. It would make sense that Ghost of Tsushima would make its way to PC. And what also would be great too, it would be like a double-edged sword in a sense too. They can give you the announcement for Ghost of Tsushima going to PC while also announcing Ghost of Tsushima Part 2. That would be a great reveal for this showcase. See what I'm saying? That's a what if. But I think that would absolutely be great for this showcase. Again, as long as people have been waiting for this showcase and as hyped and excited everybody's getting for this, I would really treat this, especially with you saying that you want to blow everybody's expectations out, like you just want to blow everybody away. These are some big, heavy announcements that will definitely do that in spades for this particular platform, or for the PS5. Factions 2, I don't expect Factions 2 to be here, but Neo did say, he has some stuff down the road, so there's a good chance you can see a trailer for Factions 2. No gameplay, obviously, we're far away from gameplay, but a trailer would do well. They'll play, something like a very similar Last of Us song, and then say Factions 2, what a title card. I can see that being the case. That makes sense. And that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to really throw out here. I mean, there's a lot of other things that could happen, for sure. But the other thing that I can see Sony doing, and this comes courtesy after seeing a big reveal. Well, not really a big reveal, but it was talked about briefly going around that Mortal Kombat is going to get a reboot, right? It's going to be a reboot with the next installment. I don't know how they're going to do this reboot, but they did say we're still going to get that this year. So there's a good chance that Sony probably locked down some exclusivity with this game. I'm not saying the game's going to be flat out exclusive to the platform. No, what I'm saying is they locked down some exclusivity, whether it be content that's going to be in the game. You see what I'm saying? Characters are probably going to launch, quicker, or should I say early, on PlayStation, part of the deal. They're going to have stuff like that. Aggressive marketing with this particular game. And with the fact that Sony owns Evo, it makes sense. Obviously with Bandai Namco, I expect the same thing from Bandai Namco with Tekken 8. Obviously, we're already probably more likely going to see that with Capcom and Street Fighter 6. It makes sense. They have all three of the major fighting games already in front of them. They're going to have the exclusive, content rights going on with that. That's going to flow right into it. So I can expect a reveal for Mortal Kombat at this showcase to be like in the middle of the showcase, just to keep building more and more hype till we get to Wolverine, if they want to go that route, or build even more hype as you go into the final showing, which could be Spider-Man 2, and they can show off Kraven. Again, it's a 50-50, but who knows? There might be another surprise here that I haven't even thought about, or probably didn't think about. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys if you stuck along this long with this, but I'm excited. I'm going over all possible scenarios, what can be shown at this show, and I'm very, very excited to see what they do. All right, I appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out to everybody on the channel. Had to get a few things done, had to get a new phone, etc., etc. More on that later, but your boy's back. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.